welcome to Goodnight Flagstaff. My name's Jamie Paul, and I love to read, and I'm here today as the narrator. Joining me, we have...
Hi, I'm Elisabeth McGowan.
And who are you?
I'm Nizhoni.
Good.
Hello, my name is Mia, and I'm gonna be the mysterious woman and read the lyrics.
Very nice.
I'm Della and I'm playing Mac. Hi, I'm Miriam Rubin, and I'm gonna be saying the lines of Davery. I'm Winnie. I'm gonna be the conductor.
Thank you for tuning in to our community story time. You can find a new chapter from one of our favorite family-friendly books around 8 p.m. each weeknight on the Literacy Center's YouTube channel and on Crater Radio, a local online radio station. The previous chapter is replayed on Crater Radio each weeknight at about 7:45, just before the new chapter airs. You can also listen to all previous Goodnight Flagstaff recordings on YouTube. We are currently reading Race to the Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse. If you'd like to check it out to read along with us at home, it is available in the Hoopla app with your Coconino County Library card. Check one out today. Please email us if you'd like to join our team of readers and connect with your community through stories. All ages welcome. Our email is goodnightflagstaff@gmail.com. Last time we read together, Nizhoni and Mac made it to the train station without getting caught. Unfortunately, they were hungry and broke. Just as Nizhoni was about to steal food for her brother, a Navajo woman stopped her. She gave Nizhoni food and told her to help anyone else who may be hungry, calling her by name. Then the woman is gone. Will Nizhoni ever find out who her helper was? Let's read chapter 14 to see. The whistle blows and the conductor leans out, calling,
All aboard!
Mac and I gather up our food and push it all back in the bag. We run to the train and climb the steps into the car. I've never been on a train before, besides the one at the Albuquerque Zoo, but considering that one just goes around the exhibits and back, I don't think it counts. This one is the real deal, with 2 rows of wide seats and carpeted aisles and big windows. I check our tickets again and find our seats, 2 facing each other in a group of 4. Mac and I will both get a window.
Aren't you kids a little young to be riding a train by yourselves?
Asks a voice behind me. I turn to find the conductor standing there. He's a dark-skinned man with a broad stomach. It's difficult to read his eyes beneath his Amtrak cap and bushy eyebrows, but he isn't smiling. I mutter uselessly. This is it. If he kicks us off the train, I don't know how we'll get to Spider Rock, which means no Spider-Woman, no map, no weapons, and no saving Dad.
Okay. Our father told us to take the train.
Mac offers matter-of-factly.
He's the only one who bought us the tickets. Is that so?
Asks the conductor.
Well, we do not unaccompany minors on conditions, usually going back to Della. But you can call him if you want.
Mac says.
Nizhoni has a phone.
The conductor scratches his cheek, thinking, I give him my winningest smile, like the one that convinced Coach to let me take the final shot. Please, please, please let this work. Just then, someone in the seat in front of ours calls,
Conductor, could you help me read this train schedule, please?
I turn to see a middle-aged Navajo woman turning the folded paper in her hands like she can't tell which way is up.
All right. I don't know why these have to be so confusing. Give me a minute, ma'am.
He reaches for our tickets.
But I won't know if I'm on the right of the train or not.
The woman whines.
I really need your help now.
The conductor wrinkles his nose and after a moment's hesitation scans our tickets.
Tell you what,
He says to us, marking our seats with paper stubs.
I'll keep an eye on you both. If you need anything, let me know.
He flashes us a big grin.
Sure thing.
Max says, throwing the conductor a thumbs up. Phew, that was close. I watch relieved as the conductor moves on to the woman and we take our seats.
What's wrong?
Mac asks.
You look a little freaked out. Nothing.
I say.
Nothing at all. You look. Hey, didn't you say Davery was coming? We're leaving any second. He better hurry. He'll make it.
I insist, but I'm worried too. Davery's still not here when the train rumbles to life. I check my phone again, but there's no text. My stomach does a flip-flop. I thought I could do this on my own, but I'm scared. Mac pulls out his iPad and opens his animation app. I look out the window one last time just as the train lurches forward, and to my utter astonishment, there he is. Davery is running full speed across the concrete platform, headed for the closing train door. And Adrian Cuddlebush is right behind him.
Look!
I yell, pointing out the window. Mac whips his head up and we watch Davery leap for the door. He makes it through just in time, one hand grasping the support pole and the other gripping his backpack strap. The door slides shut in Adrian's face and I can almost hear his yell of frustration as he pounds a fist against the window. Adrian's head swivels towards me, his eyes meeting mine, and that horrible sensation, my monster detection, springs to life. The hair on the back of my neck rises and a chill like the trail of an ice cube scuttles down my spine. The train inches forward and as we pass, Adrian opens his mouth and shows me a mouthful of sharp, pointed teeth. He may not have been a monster before, but he definitely is one now. But before I can process how Mac's bully became a carnivorous red-eyed creature, Davery bursts into the train car. I stand up and wave, and he comes bustling over, murmuring,
Excuse me,
to the other passengers as his swinging backpack whacks them on the shoulders. He slides into the seat next to me, huffing.
What happened?
I whisper shout, trying to keep my voice down so the other passengers don't get too curious. Davery holds up a finger. I sigh impatiently. His glasses are fogged up, and he takes a moment to pull a kerchief from his pocket. He rubs the cloth back and forth over the lenses, making sure to get every corner.
Are you serious?
I say, exasperated. He doesn't say anything, just rolls his eyes up to give me the patience Nizhoni look. I swear he practices that one in the mirror. I cross my arms and flop back in my seat. I check the window again to make sure Adrian is gone, and I'm rewarded with a view of the quickly disappearing city of Albuquerque. From here until we hit Gallup in about 3.5 hours, it should be just wide open vistas of juniper, red rocks, and windy mesas. No monsters. At least I hope not. I'm still not sure how we're going to get from the Gallup station to Spider Rock, but I'll find a way. My dad is depending on it. Finally, Davery slides his glasses back on and gathers himself.
I think you're correct about the monsters, he says. Matter of factly, and I believe the particular monster that's chasing you, the one you were calling Mr. Charles, may in fact be a shapeshifter.
Of course, that explains Adrian Cuddlebush. If people really smacked their foreheads in eureka moments, I'd be smacking mine.
I saw him.
I say.
More like I saw his teeth, to be exact. Did Charles have any compatriots helpers? He had 2 bodyguards.
Davery nods.
I think he and his bodyguards are shapeshifters of some kind. That means we'll have to be vigilant. No one can be trusted. They could be a monster in disguise.
I shudder.
Are you okay? I'm fine.
Davery says, although his voice seems a bit shaky.
But it was close. He waylaid me at the bus stop by the school, tried to get me to tell him where you went. He had some fantastical story about Mac controlling the sprinkler system like a character from the X-Men. Who, me?
Max says around a mouthful of bologna. I mean, Mac's water powers are cool and all, but when he's eating with his mouth open and has flamin' hot Cheeto crumbs flecking his lips, he's about as far from an X-Man as possible.
We can tell Davery the truth.
I say to my brother.
He knows about my monster sensing abilities. His friends by using You're saying Mac really did shoot water at Adrian and his friends by using his mind?
Davery's eyes are wide with surprise. Mac straightens in his seat, looking proud.
You put it that way, I do sound pretty awesome.
And then he ruins it by burping loudly before taking another bite of his sandwich. I take a deep breath.
Good. There's more.
I tell Davery.
More?
He asks incredulously.
More than monsters and superpowers?
I hand Davery his sandwich and Cheetos. He gives me a baggie of his vegan cookies in exchange, and I put them in my backpack. For later, like that will ever happen.
Something else happened.
I say.
Back at the train station.
I tell them about the cart lady who knew our names and gave us the free food.
This was in the bag, too.
I pull out the rolled up paper. It's a flyer for the upcoming Navajo Nation Fair in Window Rock, Arizona.
Read it.
Oh, wait, say, and add?
And add?
Davery asks. And then Mac says, let's see, there's right there, Mac. There's Mac.
Oh, there's writing on the back.
Max says, taking another bite of his sandwich. I turn it over, and sure enough, he's right.
What did it say?
Mac asks.
It looks like a poem or song lyrics of some kind.
I say.
Read it.
Davery prompts me. I start to read it to myself.
Aloud so we can hear it. Better yet, if it's a song, you should sing it.
Max says.
I don't know the tune, you dork.
I start reading just loud enough for Mac and Davery to hear me.
Go for it, really loud. Ancient powers lurk in your bones, for mountains blind you to your home. 4 days to find you are not alone. White shell, blue turquoise, abalone, and jet. To remember, one to forget. The last take from the progenitor's debit.
Good.
The spider reveals the rainbow road. two will pay what once
one owed.
Beware, beware the friendly toad. A talking stone, a field of knives, a prom of thorns, a sea of sand. Thoughts take form, form becomes true. To defeat the trials, you must know you. Who will pay the last one's price? Blood and flesh will not suffice. A dream must be the sacrifice. The merciless one keeps vigil, truth, air of lightning overdue. What once was old is now brand new. Only then will you be you.
When I'm done, we sit in silence until Mac says,
like a heavy metal song to me, all that blood and sacrifice stuff, the merciless one definitely metal. Nah.
Davery says,
If it is a song, I think it's meant to help us.
oh, and turn the page.
Help us rock out.
Mac raises both hands, making the horn sign, and bobs his head, swinging his hair around.
Better than that,
Davery says, excitedly, ignoring my doofus brother.
In your bones.
It's a puzzle. You see it? Let's see. It's a puzzle. Let's see.
It's a puzzle. We know the powers that lurk in your bones. Now write those are your ancestral powers, the ones that come from changing woman's son. Okay.
I say,
what about the 4 mountains bind you to your home? There aren't 4 mountains near our house, and how could they keep us home anyway? They didn't,
says Mac, more serious now.
We ran away from our home.
He looks out the window wistfully and mutters,
I hope we can go back. It must mean some different kind of home, Davery
says gently.
And what about 4 days to find we aren't alone?
I ask.
Well, we have each other,
Davery offers. I look over the paper again.
Some of this stuff sounds creepy. Blood sacrifice?
I shiver a little.
We could really use some help right now. I wish that cart lady had told us more.
I realize now that the woman was more than she seemed, but I'm not quite ready to share my thoughts about her with Davery and Mac yet.
Well, figure it out,
Davery says encouragingly.
The cart lady wouldn't have given it to you unless she thought you could focus on getting a spider rock first. Yeah, you're right,
I say, yawning, but I'm not as confident as Davery. Plus, it's not his dad who got kidnapped, and I can't even talk about it because I don't want to freak out Matt.
Tired?
He asks.
I didn't sleep well that night, and A lot has happened today. Plus, too many carbs for lunch. Does that mean you're not going to finish your Cheetos?
Mac asks, raising his eyebrows hopefully. I hand him the half-full bag, and he pumps his fist in triumph. His moment of homesickness seems to have passed, which is a good thing, and now he's babbling to Davery about how extra Flamin' Hot Cheetos aren't actually as hot as plain old Flamin' Hot Cheetos, but lime Cheetos are hotter than both kinds, and how maybe his ancestral power, besides controlling water sprinklers, is eating really, really hot cheese snacks. I listened for a while, but I've heard Mac's Cheeto flavor comparisons before. So has Davery, as a matter of fact, but he's too polite to point that out. The rocking motion of the train and the droning of Mac's soliloquy are making me drowsy. I lean my head against the window and close my eyes. Just for a minute, I tell myself, things are too dangerous for me to be napping. But the lulling movement of the train proves too much, and before I know it, I'm drifting into a dream.